Hello, how are you? Welcome to my first audio content for you. Yay! I'm very excited because yesterday I got on the mail my lavalier mic. I don't know how to say lavalier, lavalier. I don't know. These small mics. This is awesome because I love the sound. I tried it yesterday with my father. We were all around the house trying it. It gets the sound till 20 meters. It's awesome. And for a long time I wanted to try this audio content. I mean, I know you already saw or heard I didn't say podcast and I will not say podcast because I already had a podcast in the past, but the truth is I didn't had a lot of time, but I did a whole thing. I paid a platform to host my podcast and everything. But I have a lot of plates on my shoulder. I'm going to relax with this content. I'm calling this audio because it's audio only. I will put it on my YouTube channel because we have the possibility to make podcasts on YouTube, and I will repurpose it to my TikTok account with bits and bits from what I say. But I didn't want to stop doing this because I also appreciate this type of content. In this type of content, I will not put myself in a box and talk about only tattoos or only, I don't know, art. Because the truth is, audio content is a lot different than a normal video. Because, for example, if I want to talk about my tattoo needles, which tattoo needles I use, I want to be able to show it to you. And that is something that will not be good in just an audio content form. So I want to be able to talk about whatever I want here, and I hope you are happy with it. So grab a coffee or a tea and get comfy because today we are talking about my experience being a tattoo apprentice. I thought about this topic because I have seen a lot of tattoo apprentices on TikTok talking about their bad experiences with it. I just want also to say that I am very grateful for getting the opportunity to have that experience. Although I would also say that it was not glamorous for me either. Simple putting it like our characters didn't match. To summarize how it ended, I quit almost abruptly the same time that my colleague did. And my colleague was there prior than me, long time prior than me. But it was not roses and glitter as I thought at the beginning. The beginning was awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was awesome, almost perfect. But with time, I realized she was promising a lot of things that she regretted doing after. She didn't think that clients would want me to tattoo them so quickly, but that did happen. Also, from the beginning, I was drawing all her tattoo clients' designs. She didn't do any drawing. She was only tattooing. And now I don't agree with that. But before I didn't knew better. I think that was the normal. Now seeing another tattoo artist, another apprentices speaking about this topic, I understand. And now as a tattoo artist, I understand that is not the way. But I want to talk specifically now about my first day. So bear in mind, I had a baby. I was in Germany for 2 years, I think, but not that long because I came to Germany to work at a ice cream shop, coffee, and I have a whole video about that, but it's in German, how I came to Germany. And the year after, I was without work. I worked there for a year almost, and then when I came here, I was already with my then boyfriend living together, and then I got pregnant and was planned. Yes, it was not a mistake, it was not a oops thing, it was planned. But before that, I was looking for a job and I couldn't find anything because I needed to speak German and I didn't got anything. So I was going crazy. I was doing art at home, but nothing came out of it, monetary speaking. I'm not that person that likes to stay at home and doing nothing. I like to feel fulfilled professionally also, so it was hard. But when I got pregnant, my head went only for the baby. I have a lot to think about, I have a lot to prepare, so it got better mentally. But then the birth of my son was a little dramatic. The entire time of my pregnancy was smooth. all good. I gave birth to my son 1 month earlier, so I was not expecting that. And the day off, it was only drama because I had an emergency cesarean, so it was a lot. And after that, I could move, I could walk. My husband, then now husband, needed to do everything. I also couldn't breastfeed because I didn't had milk and I didn't knew it. It was a lot, a lot. After that, when everything calmed down, I went back to that stage where I was getting crazy. I didn't have depression, postpartum depression, none of that. But I needed to do something. I needed to do something with my life. I didn't want to wait. I'm always looking for the next thing. And I was tired. For my mental health, it was hard. So when my baby was a little bit bigger, but baby anyway, I started to think about sending a message to this tattoo studio, to this tattoo shop, because every time me and my husband and my baby went to the city to make something, we would always go through this street where was a tattoo parlor, and I would always look and think, what if? This question that we make ourselves always. What if? So one day I was alone with my baby at home and I saw their Facebook page. And I thought, what if I send a message? A no, I already have a no. If I don't write them, I have a no. It's just a no that nobody told it out loud. You know what I mean? So I wrote them a message and I asked if they would want an apprentice. And turns out they said yes. They said we could talk about it, and they said they were actually in the process of moving shops. They were moving to a bigger one, a bigger shop, a bigger space. We found an appointment and we spoke. My husband was with me, of course, because I couldn't speak German properly. And yeah, we talked about it and I started. It was a hobby, mostly a hobby, but it was something to start something that I could do. I never thought I would be able to be a tattoo artist, although when I was a teenager, I thought about it, but I was scared of doing some mistake on somebody's body because that stays forever. But anyway, now I was with 26 years, I was 26, I think, years old, and I thought myself, why not? Let's try this stuff. So we started, and my first day at the shop, I want to talk about my first day at the shop because it was wild. I went there and it was packed, full clients everywhere. My colleague at the time was talking, was making a consult appointment with clients, and there was clients in a waiting room, clients everywhere. I come in the shop, and my master says to me, "Here, you have this paper, you have this transfer paper." We wouldn't draw with iPads at a time; we draw traditionally. So she said, this client wants to make two cover-ups, small cover-ups, but part of the cover-up is on the chest and the other part is on the arm, upper arm. And he wants a dragon that needs to go from the chest to the arm and around the arm. I was, what? And then she says, and he comes today to the shop to approve the drawing. I was like, what? My mind went crazy. At the end, I was proud of myself. Everyone was proud of myself because I did it. I made it. I did the drawing. The client came and the client approved quickly. And he was excited about the tattoo. That was it. That was a crazy day. I couldn't speak German. I was afraid that someone speak with me because I wouldn't be able to answer. Yeah, that was my first day. Now, I will summarize the rest. My apprenticeship was only about the cleaning, preparing stations for the next client, cleaning stations after the client's done, sterilizing everything, speaking with the clients. Although my German was not good, she wanted me to make also a consulting appointments, and I did a lot of drawing, a lot of sketch in these appointments because sometimes I needed to sketch what I thought the client want. So the client could say to me, yes, that's what I mean. And she hated it. She hated that I did it. And that's when I started to feel strange there. I started to have a little bit of, I was starting to be afraid. I don't know why exactly, but I was afraid to do something wrong, something she will not like. Although I thought it was the right thing to do because it is a tattoo, and if you made a mistake, if you don't understand the client, it can be bad, it can turn out badly. So a lot of clients started to like me because it was funny. It was funny to see someone that could not speak German do that job and making all the stuff to try to make the effort to understand you. And they loved the fact that I sketched something at the spot, and they liked it. And yeah, and then I would have weeks where I would start working early and weeks that would where I would start working later, because that has to do with my son and the kindergarten hours. And sometimes the weeks where my husband could not go and grab my son, I would need to do that, so my hours would be different, and that was awesome. That was possible, and I was always there, always sterilizing stuff, cleaning, do all this stuff, and drawing. And this whole time I was there, I draw every single tattoo design for my master. And now I understand that it's not a good thing, because I don't want anyone to draw my tattoos that I would do, because that will not be my art. That will not be my portfolio. That will be the portfolio from that person who drawn. And I think when you do that, you almost forgot how to draw. That is something you always need to be practicing, I think. So now I think that is wrong. I think that is completely wrong. And she always said to me, do whatever you want, because she saw that the clients were liking my drawings and were approving them so quickly. And yeah, but then there was a time that where I would make these consultations, and the clients will ask me, can you do my tattoo also? You drawn it? Because I would do these appointments where we would make the consultation, we would speak about the drawing, and then I would also be the person who was there to show them the final drawing. So sometimes the clients would ask me if I would do them the tattoo, and I said no, because I was only an apprenticeship and it was not the time. But then some clients started to ask directly to my master, and she didn't like it. And because of that, I started to receive backlash at the shop, although I thought I didn't deserve it because I was doing my best. Yeah, and then everything started to feel a little bit strange to me, and I am a person that doesn't like confrontation and injustice, and I thought she was being a little bit injustice towards me, because it was not my fault that the clients want me to do their tattoos. And if they're asking, let them ask. Just say no, say that she's an apprentice, she's not ready, or something like that. You don't need to be angry, but somehow she was. And then things started to change. Things were really dark. I was not happy anymore to go there and work like before. And until one day that she had a fight with my colleague, and then she asked me if I wanted to leave. She didn't ask, she screamed, and I said yes. To summarize it, because just like I said, I don't want to go in details about it, but a lot of people ask me, and yeah, that is why. But that's just because our characters didn't match, and easily I quit. So fast forward 2017, I opened my own shop. And to being honest, I just learned to tattoo alone in my shop, not my home. That I wouldn't do. But I just actually tattooing, I started on my body, on my husband's body, and alone in my tattoo shop. I learned here. I say here because I'm actually here at my tattoo shop at the moment. A lot of clients came to me, clients that I already knew from her, but I'm not that person. I didn't stole any clients. I didn't said come to my shop. I have my own shop now. I didn't want to. I don't like that drama. I just made my flyers. I spread them around. I made my Facebook. I am a designer foremost. So I draw since I was 4. I went to school for arts. I went to university for design. So I did all my branding alone, and I did my flyers. I did my social medias alone. I did my Facebook, and the clients found me because we are in a small city. Everyone knows everyone almost. So it was not that hard. And a lot of those clients that wanted me to make their tattoos before went to my tattoo shop, found my tattoo shop, and said, why didn't you tell us? And I said, because I don't want to, and I don't want that drama. And I knew that this is a small city. People will find out in social media and with the flyers and everything. So I always say, what is supposed to come to me, it will. I don't need to go over another person. You know what I mean? I'm not that at all. I don't like that. I don't like confrontation, as I already said. And yeah, those clients came to me and they knew that I've never tattooed a client before. So they knew to what they came for. And they were happy. Yeah, and I usually say I'm still learning and I don't want ever stop learn. That's how you grow, you know. I'm still learning after 6 years being here. I think that just now I'm finding my style. I started as a fine line artist. A lot of people know me as a fine line artist. I want to go away a little bit from that. I love realism. I have been doing more and more of that. People are now starting to see more of that from me, and I'm finding new techniques. I'm finding my style, you know. I'm happy with everything turned out. I'm grateful with how everything turned out. So that was my experience with my apprenticeship and how I opened my own tattoo shop. I hope you enjoyed this first audio content, this first episode about my apprenticeship. I hope you like this audio. I hope you share it. I hope you subscribe to the channel so you can grab more coffees with me and you will hear from me soon. Have a nice day. Bye.